Great morning, family. How you doing this morning? I pray that your morning is getting off to a great start, for that is what we all need. It is a great time to do wonderful things. It's the first day of the week. It's good to have your energy right at the beginning of the day and also get some great information for the beginning of the week so we can get some answers to some of life's most difficult questions. I feel like that this was a great morning to get together and have ourselves a sexy cup of coffee right there. And for those who are tuning in for the first time, no, I'm not crazy. The SEC exponentially equals I is at your social level, your education level, and your communication level will ultimately affect your influence level. And your influence level is what helps you as far as your income, as far as your promotion, as far as the connections you make. The social level is about how you feel about yourself. The more comfortable you are with yourself, the more comfortable other people are with you. The education level is not just about book knowledge or degrees, it's about awareness, being aware of body language, facial expressions, vocal tones, and taking advantage of those things that are around you, knowing how to put them in place. And the communication level is how you take your natural thoughts and emotion and translate them into tangible ways, gestures and words that are acceptable in the room or the environment that you are in. And what I like to do is test to give strategies of how to attack this thing called life and how to get the most out of it, because the information we need to succeed is all around us. Sometimes we just need a little more awareness or strategies to put into place to make those things work on our behalf. So today what I'm going to be focused on is one simple word. Your strategy today is confidence. If I went biblically, I'll tell you that the Bible says if you have confidence before the Lord, you can have anything that you ask for. I mean, that's a powerful word. If you have confidence before the Lord, you can have anything that you ask for. That is why, if I was your enemy, the first thing I would go after is your confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself, you can have the right tools, you can have the right access to things, and it will not work on your behalf because you don't have the confidence to put it into flight. Now, I really want to talk about how to develop that level of confidence this morning. Confidence is based on information, repetition, and consistency. Being hungry for information. Whatever it is you say you want to do, you have to get the right information, whether it's reading books, whether it's looking at videos, paying attention to information that may contradict itself, being in the right environment, being around people who have done those things so you can hear their successes, their failures, what they got wrong, what they learned. These things will help your learning curve. And the more you take in that information, the more you are confident enough to speak to it. But you also have to have a sense of humility, knowing that whatever you know, you just know a piece to the puzzle. You could be wrong. Therefore, you have to keep your ears open to keep learning, but have the confidence to speak in a conversation enough to know what information is good and what information is good but may not be good for you. So the level of information you take in really affects your confidence. And repetition. You have to admit that everything that you do well, you didn't do it well at first. Whether it was you walking, whether it was you talking, whether it was you reading. All of these are things that you struggled in at one point, but the more you did it, the repetition made you get confidence in it and you started doing it well. So anytime a new idea pops in your mind, a new thought pops in your mind, know that you're going to struggle. Know that you may be insecure about it. Know you may be unsure. So you have to watch your environment. Don't share your ideas too soon with people, because I'm going to tell you, innocent questions can attack your confidence. Well-meaning people can ask questions to talk you out of your promise. So you got to get your confidence up even before you start having conversation about it. They'll say, well, what make you think you can do that? You haven't been to school for that. Nobody around you has ever done that. And those innocent questions, they may not be haters. They may not be people that don't like you. They may just have questions in their own head, and people have a tendency to push their limitations onto you. It is more arrogant to think that your limitations are the limitations for everybody else. People who have tried and failed will say, that's a good idea. Let me know how I can help you out. Hey, let me know how I can help you with this. Hey, pay attention to this or that. But people who haven't done anything, their questions will talk you out of your promise. And I want you to know that confidence cannot be fabricated. Confidence cannot be, you cannot fake confidence. I'm telling you, when you fake confidence, people tell it because it's a look in your eye, it's a sound in your voice, it's a stature, it's a demeanor. And know this, let me say this, confidence is not knowing all the answers. Okay, guys? Confidence is knowing that there is an answer. It's an answer out there, and I'm going to find it. I'm going to find out what it is. That's what confidence is, knowing that this path that I am on could yield some type of results, and I'm going to stay on this path until I see what those results are. So just know it's not that you're going to have all the answers. You're not going to be a know-it-all. Matter of fact, know-it-alls are really not attractive at all. The goal is to take some attempts, take some risks, and knowing because a thing failed does not make you a failure. You have to separate yourself from your ideas. If people don't like your ideas, does not mean they don't like you. It just means that, hey, they've never heard it before. They don't understand it. But their limited knowledge should not take away your confidence. If you have confidence, if you're willing to take in the information, if you're willing to repeatedly try it, put it in motion, try it in private before you take it public. Go ahead and do your failing in private, so when you take it public, you can have the confidence. But the key to confidence is consistency. If you are known as a person that is consistent, you say what you're going to do and you do what you're going to say. People will better trust your ideas if you are a person that follow through. Hey, this person is going to do what they said. And if for some reason they stop, there is a reason for it. You can't have the repetition of being a quitter. People will believe in you less. And if enough people around you don't believe in you, you'll stop believing in yourself. And the biggest kicker in it is, if you're going to be confident in any arena, it may cost you leaving crowds. People who cannot think on the level that you are living will drain your confidence from you. You know, and it may not be intentional. It's just the level of life that they are living. My man said, I need that mug. I got you, man. I got them. I'm not selling them, but inbox me and I'll get you one. I got a bunch of them here at the house. It's just a sexy way of thinking, a sexy way of doing business, your social level, your education level, your communication level. Yeah, so I can definitely get it to you. But I want all of us to be aware that everything you need is inside of you. It's like a seed. Everything that needs to grow a fruit or grow a tree is in the seed. But if the seed is in your pocket, it won't grow at all. You have to allow that seed to go through the necessary dirt that it needs to go through. It needs to go through the necessary rain that it needs to go through. And if that seed gets put in the right environment, even though it may cost you something, even though it may get you dirty, even if you may go through some rain, that seed can produce fruit. But the seed cannot grow in an environment that does not allow it to. So sometimes you just need to change your environment so you can get the confidence that you need so you can produce what you need to produce. But that is my strategy for this morning. That is your sexy cup of coffee. This is how you start your day. This is how you start your week. Keep up with me. Go to TerrellMunger.com. I even have a formula out there where you can check your sexy level. You can check your sexy score. It's a list of questions anytime you go into an environment and apply these things. If you add it up, you'll see your level of influence in whatever room that you're in. And guys, the more we practice it, the more influence we have. The more influence we have, the greater our income grows, the greater our connections be. I just want you to be your absolute best. And the only way for you to be your best, if you have to be willing to fail until you get there. So that's what we have this morning. This is our cup of coffee. Until next time, whatever you do, make it meaningful. Make it impactful, make it personal, but above all, make it sexy.